Hi, this is your friendly neighborhood librarian here, and today we're going to be discussing Boolean operators. Now, you may be wondering, what is a Boolean operator? Boolean operators help you to improve your search when you're using our databases or even when you're using Google, and they are simple words, and, or, not. These are the primary Boolean operators you should see and be working with. You can use these to combine or exclude keywords in your search, and this is going to give you more focused and productive results. So to help you understand a little, I would like to use a visual representation. Now, let's say you're looking for information on puppies and kittens. You want to find information about both. So you would put puppy and kitten, like we have in our first example here. After looking at information for puppies and kittens, you've realized that information about either one is going to be good enough. If you put puppy or kitten, it's going to look for all potential results that have the term puppy, the term kitten, or puppy and kitten. That's going to give you the most amount of results. And if you find yourself encountering some difficulties in getting results with your search, sometimes adding in an or can really open things up, but you have to be careful. The last Boolean operator we're dealing with is not. So think of this as, I do not want to see that, or that's not something I'm interested in. Maybe I just want information about a puppy. I don't want any information about a kitten, so I would put puppy, not kitten. And this will then exclude anything about kittens and any article about puppies that's also mentioning a kitten. Let's actually get into our example. You're going to want to make sure you are at the library website. library.pnw.edu would be the web address. And on our homepage, we have our search. Go ahead and click on Advanced Search. Now you can see that we have multiple search boxes, 4 to be exact, and on the right side, there is the word and for 3 of those boxes. There goes our Boolean operator. It's showing up. If you click on the drop down arrow, it's going to give you the other Boolean operators, or and not. For example, we're going to try just typing in the word robot first and clicking search. And doing that, we got 166,000 results. That's a lot of results. If you are getting this many, you are going to want to narrow things down to a number that's easier to review. But let's go ahead and try adding something in there. I'm going to use or, and I'm going to put in human. So this is going to look for any article or information resource we have that's talking about a robot or a human or those two together. If we click search, our results go from 166,000 to 8 million. This is what I mean about being careful with using or. You want to make sure that the way you're using it is going to be helpful. Most of the time, I end up using or when there are different endings to a word or forms to express the same idea. So in our literature review video, I mentioned you could use for the word excavation synonyms like mining, burrow, bore, dig. That's where I would use or. I'd put excavation or mining or burrow or dig. Let's change this to an and now. So we're looking for only articles and information resources that have the words robot and human in them. Okay, and now we're down to 64,000. A lot better than 8 million and definitely better than 166,000. We've cut out a lot. After looking at this, maybe I've decided I don't want anything to do with humans and robots together. So you can go ahead and change that and to a not, and we want just articles mentioning robots, nothing for human. And we're at 110,000, so that's still less than the 166,000 we started with, right? We got rid of over 50,000 articles by getting rid of that human aspect, but it's also more than we had with and. So and can cut your results down, make them more relevant to you. Not can also help to get rid of things that you don't want to see. And these are how our Boolean operators work. You're going to find these in every database we have. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please remember to contact the library, and I'll see you in our next video.